All right, Maroon Devil fans, joining this game, 2 outs, 2/3 of the top half of the first over with 2 strikeouts recorded by Charlie Collins. We'll jump in right here with a 3-0 count, the number 3 hitter for Hiwassee Dam, Mr. Clay Davis. All right, strike 1. So we're at a 3-1 count. Let's see what Charlie does right here, battling back. Probably going to challenge him with hard, straight stuff and see if he can do something with it. And missed outside. All right, so we're going to give up base on balls right there.
It's a bit windy out here today, isn't it, Tom?
Yeah, a little bit of wind. Blowing out to the left-hand side. Balls up will travel. Hopefully we can avoid that. Brings up the 4 hitter, Mr. Trenton Beaver. Number 24 for the Hiwassee Dam Eagles. And good lead off over there at first. Woo! Charlie blew one past him for a called strike.
That had a little smoke coming off of it.
Yeah, a little something on it right there. That's another thing, is it's tough on them right now. The ball, the wind blowing like what it is, the ball moves around a whole lot. Put some movement on it. Coach McNabb over here for Hiwassee Dam and the third base coach's box been doing this a long time. I've been out 8 years and he was doing it before that. We had a bunt attempt and a throw, and we were not in position to receive it. And second base is stolen. So we're sitting at 2 balls and 1 strike and a runner on second.
So the last time the Devils played here at home, they had a nail-biting game against Murphy.
Yeah, I missed that one. Had to watch it on the back end, and I marveled at that. They did well right there. They hung in there and they gave up not a whole bunch of runs. No, it didn't kick a ball around and hurt themselves. All right, that evens it up 3-2 right there. And that's the secret to this, Joe, is if you make routine plays and you fool around and get a few hits, don't do anything stupid on base pass, you'll be in every ball game. Swinging through for strike 3.
All right.
That's 3 strikeouts for Charlie in the top half of the inning. So that's a great job by him. And now we're going to bring the Maroon Devils up to start the bottom of the first in just a moment. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Got in a little bit late. I was writing down a lineup and missed the first pitch, which means missed a line out to center field by Gabe Lillard. So we started that out with a F8, and we're up with 1 out right here, and it's Cameron Blankenship up to bat. First pitch swinging, foul ball, making contact with every swing right here, which bodes well for the Maroon Devils. Now we just got to figure out a way how we can get some of those down and get some stains on them. See if we can't beat the ball through the infield a few times. Ball taken, up and in. All right. Pitch taken high and inside, so 2 balls and 1 strike to Cameron Blankenship. All right. It's always a mad dash, folks. You know what, Joe? One place to the other, getting one thing going, getting another thing going, and seeing what's going to happen. Ball outside, 3 balls and a strike to Cameron. So way ahead. The old mailbox count, looking for 1 pitch in 1 place, and if it ain't that, we ain't swinging at it. All right, call strike 2. He likes the elevated strike. Saw that in the first half of the inning. So, he showed you where his strike zone is, but that's not one you have to swing at right now. All right, ball 4. All right, base on balls for Cam, the GOAT. Been calling him the GOAT since he was, about 4. All right, brings up Mr. Carson Taylor. Checking him at first. That's a back step, so that's probably not his best move. That's just, I'm going to keep you honest in case you're going to run. A lot of times a runner in the 2 holes got pretty decent wheels most of the time, and so you'll see him check them early. The number 1 and number 2 hitters a lot of times can move a little bit. And great jump over there. Has absolutely no hope of throwing out Cam on that. All right, so that's stolen base. Good jump. Good job right there by Cameron. All right, and I think that was called a strike. I would have wanted it to not been a little bit elevated, but that's okay. No balls and 1 strike. Shortstop and second baseman moving. Catcher reached around there and missed it a little bit, but didn't get far enough away for Cam to move. So we're sitting at 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's it. That's going to be strike 3, and that's going to be out 3. So Hiwassee Dam leaves 2 runners on base.
Cam with a secondary. All right. 2 balls and a strike.
After this timeout. Sorry about that sneeze here.
Clear. Oh, and it's drilled through the right side. That should be an RBI. Cam's headed to the house. They're not going to get him. They're going to might take a shot at him right here, but they double clutched and didn't throw it. So the Maroon Devils lead 1-0 on a Carson Taylor single. And that'll be a RBI to right. Good job right there.
Yeah, that's a great way to start an inning. Start the game.
No, that's the best way to do it. I'll take all of them I can get. Yeah. It brings up left-hander Carter Hayes up. Carter plays a lot of baseball. Give him a chance right here they're going to check him, another back step move. That may be all we got. I don't know. You know, a lot of times you'll see an inside pivot right here or something, and but I don't know that that's going to happen right here or what the story's going to be, but I believe I'd run. You're going to have to throw me out. Slow to the plate. We're running. And he called strike right there to put us. And that's a stolen base. And coach was with me. We're running on that.
Yeah.
You know, the way you kind of do this, and it's going to sound crazy, is you take the catcher's pop time, the time it takes from hitting the catcher's mitt, from the time it takes to get the catcher's mitt to second base, and then you add that, the amount of time it takes the pitcher to get the ball to home plate, and you try to decide whether or not you got enough time to steal a base. And right now, I believe we can steal them. All right, so 0-2 pitch up high, and we took it for ball 1. So it's 1 ball and 2 strikes to Carter. And Carter's going to have to do a little work right here, digging himself out of a hole. But there's a great big hole over on the left side. Shortstop covering. Ball inside a little bit, so we're at 2-2, making the pitcher work. Right here is where we just need Carter to shorten up, put a move on the ball to the right side, and advance this runner, making him 90 feet away from scoring. And that'll be ball 3. So we've run the count back up to full. And the wind is gusting.
Mm-hmm. Pretty typical for a hot spring day.
I'll try. I'm happy with it. Mm-hmm. Foul ball. Headache. I don't know where that went, but it was over in that general direction. Didn't want nobody on the softball field to get drilled. That'd been terrible. Not the way you want to start a ball game.
No. That had some juice behind it, though.
Yeah. I don't want it. Oh. Ball hit hard down the right field line by Carter Hayes for a single. Going to get an RBI out of it. They ain't getting him. And don't you do it, Carter. Hang tight. Don't you do it. Great job right there on 3-2. Getting a first base, a single right there. And good job by old Big Head right there, busting it through the right-hand side and picking up an RBI. So the Maroon Devils up. Good guys, 2-0. And we got a man coming in here to run for us right here, and I can't see.
Number 11.
Number 11. I'm unsure of who that is. I don't have a lineup card today. I'll get used to these numbers one of these days. And all right. Oh. Close.
Yep.
Will Jenkins up to bat right now. And let me tell you something. Will plays third base for us. And Will does a good job of getting timely hits. He's a guy that you want to get up there when it's time to when it's, there's runners on second and third and 2 outs and you need a run right here. He's a guy that'll get it for you, and he's done a good job for us so far this year, and I look for that to continue. He's just that type of kid. And the ball was low and outside, and we have swiped. Oh, no. That wasn't even close. Wow.
Yeah,
That was atrocious.
his foot was on the bag.
I mean, he was
when the glove was still in the air coming down.
Wow. All right, so we're going to call that caught stealing because he did, but I'm not real sure that that's really what happened right there. But hey, that's regrettable. I'll leave it at regrettable. That's unfortunate. I thought that's why I said, and he's got it stole because I thought it was over with. I think Jimmy's as dumbfounded as I am over there at first. Look at him. He's bent double. Jimmy's like, head down. Wow, really?
We got caught. That looked like it was going to get through for a base hit. But a good play over there by the
Wow. All right. Well, sometimes you get those. You don't get every call, Joe.
No.
I'm a little bit of a homer. I want them all. You know?
Yeah.
I hate to be that guy that is a little bit greedy, but I kind of am. Ball and a strike. Challenged him with a fastball right there and looked like we got our foot down a little bit soon, and he didn't waste a swing on it, and that's not bad. 2 balls and a strike. Ball up in the air right there, so we're at 3-1, and we got to still get a chance right here to get some people on base.
Has a couple of runs scored this year and 2 RBIs. Our senior catcher, and she is learning on the job. First year she is.
Little inside-out action down the right field line, staying alive. Little 3-2 right here. That's a great thing about baseball. Even if it doesn't work out the way you wanted it to, you still got another pitch coming, you know. And here it comes right here. He's going to have him a chance to do something with it. And a ball up.
Wow, good eye.
Yep.
That was pretty high.
It was. If he'd called that one a strike, I might have got thrown out. I've been like, Coach, I got this. All right, so Will Jenkins takes the short walk to first, and that'll bring up Mr. Braden Ruiz, and he is our designated hitter. He's hitting today for Reese Winchester. He's going to start at second base. And here we go. See what we got. Back step check. Nothing. And I'm not looking for us to run right here on 2 outs unless this is where we want to lead off next inning. But, you know, sometimes you can challenge down in the order just depending on what happens in counts and stuff. But I'm not really looking for it. Ball's outside. All right. And we swung through one right there. Joe, I know we've discussed it at lunchtime about getting roped into. I've been coaching pitching machine ball, and some things are universal. They'll overswing and they'll do things, and then they're in a hole. Now he gets to dig himself out, and that's all right. You know, you don't need but one.
Did you enjoy your vacation?
Both of them, yes.
Good for you.
From as far north as I can go to as far south as I can go.
Good for you.
All right, base hit
Nice
through the
shot.
5-6 hole. Yes, sir. Whoop,
Yeah.
And he got under him. Challenge him. Absolutely. Send him, hey, Mr. Ruiz, what do we do here? Why are you still standing there? Oh, my goodness. All right.
Well,
I don't know what happened over there, folks. I was watching the ball, and I looked up, and he was still standing at first. Looked like it might have fell.
I
See the
didn't
ball
see it
through?
either. I was watching the ball go through the outfielder's legs.
But you know what? That is a single.
Yes.
It's
and
not an
RBI.
RBI. It's not an
No.
RBI because that was an error that caused him to score. But
Okay.
you know what? I'll
We'll
take
take
it. Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. Every point early in the game is just going to put more pressure on their
That's
pitcher.
exactly right. And Charlie's up to help himself. You know, when a pitcher gets up in a situation like this with 2 outs, you know, we're looking for some more lead, looks like, from Coach right there. He's wanting to see what can happen. And Charlie's up right here with a chance to build on a lead that he gets to try to protect from that mound, and that's great for pitchers. And we got a throw behind, and it's, you know, that's dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
You throw that one down the right field line, and you've just threw him from first to third. He's going first to third.
Right.
Unless you throw him out at third, which is not easy to do. I mean, that's pretty gutsy. And he's going to do it again.
That was a little bit better throw that
That was
time.
a better throw that time. But it don't take but one.
No.
It don't take but one. If he's not really trying to work the steal, I believe I'm just going to hang in with that one. But, hey, each his own. Sitting at 3-0, and we'll check him. Now we'll throw it down the line and see what happens.
Goes.
Let's see if we can go first or third. Get here.
Oh, he's holding him up.
I'd like to see let's see the throw.
Yeah, he could have had it. He could have had it.
But you don't want to make this as a T-ball rules. I had an old coach named Hippie back in the day, and he said, T-ball rules is you never make the last out of the inning at third base or home because they can score from second. So we'll see what Charlie can do about getting on right here and helping himself, and he just did.
Yeah.
So Charlie Collins gets him a base on balls, and we have runners at first and second and 2 outs for Cooper Hyatt. And I may call him Connor here for a few times just to see if I can get by with it. I did last time.
So we have a pinch runner now coming out on the base.
Yeah, we got us a number two. Number 2 coming out to pinch run for Charlie. We let our pitchers and catchers don't run for themselves. They've got a lot to do with their legs while we're playing on the defensive side. And Coach McNabb is coming out to discuss it with his pitcher and catcher combination. This is one of those, take a deep breath, concentrate, throw strikes.
3 strikes.
Yeah.
And you get to go in and get the bat.
Yeah, just throw strikes right here. Because nobody in the world plans to ever pull their pitcher in the bottom of the first. Now I won't say it's never happened. I've had to do it, but it's one of those things.
Well,
it's not the game plan.
Yeah, and it's not a confidence builder, and you may do damage later down the road.
Yeah, and sometimes I've had to walk out there and tell somebody, you know what, today just ain't your day. They just ain't your day, and them be able to come back and bounce back. But mentally, it's tough on kids. So he's going to hang with him right here. Coach McNabb talked to him, but we got first and second and 2 outs, and Mr. Cooper Hyde up. And let's see what Coop can do with it. And we got we got a ball low right there to start us off, so it's 1-0. And that catcher does a pretty good job.
He does.
There.
Actually, that could have been a pass ball.
Yeah, he does a pretty good job back there. A little bit too much glove and not enough chest, but, But he's pretty confident with it. It ain't the first time he's picked one up with a catcher's mitt, So 2 balls and no strikes. He's thrown 6 straight, so I'm probably taking till I get one. And he got one. All right, so we're at 2 balls and a strike, and let's see what happens. If he can shoot that thing to the right side right here, I believe we'll score from second. Ball 3.
Wow.
3 balls and a strike to Coop. All right, and there's, one pitch in one place. Ball 4 outside. Loads the bases.
Wow. Brings up, I think, number 7.
Mr. Lawson Woodard. Yes. Brings up number 7, Mr. Lawson Woodard. And we have the bases loaded. 2 outs. That one you've been talking about your whole life, except for it ain't the bottom of the ninth. But if you can go ahead and do it now, you don't have to do it in the bottom of the ninth.
That's true. That's true.
But we don't need a home run. I mean, I'll take it, but we don't need it. I'll take that.
If we can beat it out at first, no.
It'd been nice if we could have. Sometimes it's just getting it down in play and making them make a play. And we were able to that time, so we got a 4-3 put out to end the inning, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. Charlie Collins still on the bump for the Maroon Devils, bringing up Mr. Colton Barong, I think is how you'd pronounce his name. He's a lefty. And we headache.
Oh, that was close.
Almost.
That would have hurt.
And we almost lost a second baseman right there.
Our second baseman over there, talking about Kaylee.
I'm glad that it. There we go.
Got a ground ball to third and
In
put him
time.
out. Got him.
That's the way to start it.
That's what we want. That's exactly right. I'll take all the 5-3 put outs for out one that we can get. I'll take them for 2 and 3 too. I'm not picky. Got a right-hander coming up right now, Mr. Tanner Taylor.
Hiwassee Dam, we noticed
Joe, you remember that dude that got caught stealing a minute ago, allegedly?
Yes.
That would have made it 4, by the way. 4-0. It would have been 4-0 if you hadn't remember that.
Yeah.
Not that I'm bitter at all, but it is. I'm a little bitter.
Well, hopefully it won't be an issue when we get to the end of the game.
Just keep building.
We hope we won't miss that
hope not.
that run.
And we got us a little blooper in the center field. Oh, great effort.
Oh.
Great effort. I mean, you can't ask for you can't ask for anybody to do any more than Coop did right there trying to catch that baseball. It just barely got down in front of him and he knocked it down. That's all you can ask for. And just not able to get to it. And that'll bring up Mr. Kyle Taylor, number 1. Kyle Taylor, and we can get us a ground ball and double play. We'll be out of this mess.
We played 1.5. The Eagles up 3-0 with our Lady Devils coming to bat.
Yes, sir.
Nice.
You know, Joe, it gets a lot easier when you just pound the strike zone. You know, just pound the strike zone. Okay, outside, and it's 1-1 right now. He wants a little more lead over there to where we can get where we check him. Gone. And if we'll catch this, he's out.
He's got to be out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
If he's not out, I need to have words.
Be like, we're gonna have to talk about this. You know.
That was a great play.
Yeah.
Great throw.
Stealing 2-6, guys. You ain't gonna steal it on our catcher. Now, you might steal it, but you are not going to steal it on our catcher. And
Look
then the
at
next
that.
pitch, let's get us a strikeout, and that'll be out 3. And Charlie's cruising, and the Maroon Devils are going right with him. So we're back up to bat with the top of the order when we come back for the bottom of the 2nd. All right, guys. Welcome back, Maroon Devil fans. We are in the bottom of 2. Top of the order is back up. Gabe Lillard led the game off with a first pitch fly ball to center field last time that you didn't get to see. But he's back up right now to see what we can do and ball high. You know, that's one of those things. You know, there's a lot of different ways people look at leadoff batters. You know, sometimes you look at a leadoff batter, it's a great hitter. You know, you want a good hitter, of course. But the other thing is sometimes you want somebody that's good enough a hitter to see pitches so that you can see what the guy's got. But the way I think we're looking at it is, let's just see who we can get up there. We need to get the most at bats, you know. Because if you bat first, it always gets back to you more, and you're going to get more swings.
There's the pitch in, and it's going to be a foul ball. Just rolls foul.
Wait.
Whoa.
Did he call that a strike?
He did indeed.
That thing hit the paint.
I think that one more coat of paint, and it would have probably bounced on the plate, you know. Let's get foul.
Oh, he got it.
And he got it. All right, so we had an F7, caught in foul territory, but that's a frustration hack.
There's a hard shot into left center field. Going to be caught, though. Great play defensively by the center fielder. For Hiwassee Dam, we're talking about
that was just unfortunate all the way around.
Yeah, that was unfortunate.
All right, so Cameron Blankenship, we scored 3, including him last inning, and so let's see if we can't do it again. Shows bunt. Pulls it back, takes a ball, and I don't blame him. I mean, your third baseman right here is about, 5 steps deeper than the bag. If right-handed pitcher on the mound, he's falling towards first base, that's a great time to drag one down. That's a good way to steal some base hits.
And Cameron's got some wheels, so.
Yeah, I mean, and the other thing is you got to throw me out.
True freshman, our left fielder hitting 182.
That's all right. Little drag bunt attempt for a strike. Now we got 2 on us. And let's see what we can do right here about digging out of the hole. Or no, it was just 1 on us. I missed a pitch.
Yeah, actually, that's just
2 and 1.
Yeah, that was the first strike.
Because he pulled off the first one.
Right.
All right. So now we're at 3 and 1.
Yeah, doing a good job. She's got good speed on her pitches as she checks her armband for the pitch call from her head coach over there.
Ball 4.
Surprised he didn't call that strike.
Too far outside, Joe.
Okay.
Other than that, it's just where he likes them.
Yeah, in the dirt.
Yeah. Has anybody got a 9-iron or a sand wedge in your bag I can borrow?
So many years of great softball here at Swain County High School. There's
And another snap throw. I'm shocked and amazed.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
our head coach, assisted by Ashley Hyatt, and he's got 2 outstanding guys.
As far as I'm concerned, they can keep that up.
Yeah, because it's going to happen. Baseball God only goes with you so far on stuff like that. I mean, you just don't do it. And that is pulverized to the shortstop, and he picked it up, which that's okay. You know, here's the reason you run. Guess what didn't happen? Well, a hard shot to short. That was not a double play because we were stealing the base already.
Right.
He had left.
He was already
So
gone.
he was already there. And so now we got a runner at second after a 6-3 put out for the second out, and brings up Carter Hayes, who has a chance to drive in another RBI right here with a runner on second. And maybe they'll open up some holes and let him see what happens right here. Ball is a little bit down. Taken for ball 1. But that's what that's why you put runners in motion, I mean, if we could have got him, well, you kind of pulled him into it, and it's just unfortunate. Oh. No. He was contemplating trying to throw behind him at second. Pretty confident in his arm.
I saw that.
Yeah, he was thinking about it. With 2 outs, throwing at somebody at second. Wow. Pretty confident. He's going to do it. And, well,
I know,
that's one of
I
those.
know.
If he's going to throw behind us, just go on to third.
Yeah.
They got to handle this thing twice. And if they throw it away, the T-ball runs still count as runs. The ones where they throw it away and you keep running. Sawbuck, how are you? And ball 4 to Carter Hayes. So base on balls to Carter. And Carter's on first. Then we got first and second. Will Jenkins coming up, 2 outs. And we'll see what we can do. And we've got a pinch runner coming in, number 11 again, running for Carter Hayes. The one that allegedly was caught stealing last inning. And I say allegedly. I'll let you guys be the judge. Ball up. Free base runners. Yeah, coach, you can't do anything with it. Can't defend a walk. And every one of those, if a run gets across, it counts just the same. Ball 2.
It's like Moneyball.
Yep. Yeah,
You build a team based on who can get on base.
yeah, who can get on base and who can beat you, who can put the ball through the infield.
Of course, a lot of that has to do with economics. Anytime you're building a high school in a small county,
It's not.
Not today. All right, so we're tape delay today?
Yeah, no internet.
Okay.
Internet is taking a vacation. Could not get it connected. Oh. So 3-1 count.
3-1.
2 outs. Runners on first and second.
back-to-back walks now for the Hiwassee Dam pitcher, Peyton McNabb, has won 2 in a row.
And that'll be ball 4. And here comes Coach.
Yep.
You miss arm side high 3 or 4 times like that in a row, and, things got to happen. I mean, he said, I get it, Coach, and it's if you don't get him right now, we're 1 hit away from being in a deep, deep hole, and you're facing a guy that just got a hit against you last time, and a hit right here is going to be 2 more runs no matter what you do. So shortstop's going to come in to pitch. The pitcher's going to center field, and the center fielder looks like he's probably coming to shortstop. And we'll be back right with you in just a few minutes as soon as he gets warmed up. All right, we're back. Bases are still loaded. There's still 2 outs, and we've still got a designated hitter, Mr. Braden Ruiz, up. And a huge lead down here at third. Huge secondary for that foul ball. I do believe the catcher may try to throw behind you right here.
Yep.
Stay in the foul territory and come back in fair so that he can hit you in the back. and hopefully we won't get tagged. That's another little thing. Run back to the glove. Yes,
There he
yes,
goes.
yes. Pass ball.
Everybody
and
advances.
everybody's advancing. So now we got a pass ball that got us a run. Good guys, 4-0. Joe, that ain't bad. That's living good. And we have a 1 ball and 1 strike count to the batter, Mr. Ruiz. Get out of play.
That's out.
Yeah, that's one of those. It's like, I want that to be out of play. Can we get that out of play, please? 1 ball and 2 strikes, and back in the old days, that used to be what we called a $6 foul because they went over the bank every time and nothing we could do about it. All right, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners on second, third, 2 outs. And we take ball high. He's going to throw behind and nearly get us, he thought. That's a little bit, that's something. Now, there's yes, to the backstop.
Get another one.
And let's see what happens if we can get one at the plate right here. Another cheapie. And yes, sir, we can. All right, had a throwaway back. And sports fans, that right there is one of those things as a coach that you want to go slam your head off that block wall back there. Because it's 3-2, and in 2 pitches you've given up 3 runs. And nobody's hit a ball.
And you just relieved the pitcher before, and you probably would have been out of the inning by now.
Yeah, because that right there is all you needed to happen except for that, you know. And he's going to be on second base because of an errant throw. That was a 5-3 with a throw and error. E5T. And that will put Mr. Braden Ruiz on first base. And that will be second base on the throw. And now we got a runner on second with Charlie Collins up. We've scored 3 this inning. Let's see if we can make it 4th.
And for Hiwassee, this is one of those situations where, you know, mentally they have to stay strong because a bad situation could get worse.
Gracious.
Did he call him out?
He sure did.
Oh, my.
Wow. That really wasn't even that close either.
It didn't look it.
Hey, it pays the same, you know. I mean, it's like it's a few more minutes. We've bought your time, for goodness sake. All right, so we got picked off over there.
You know, if he was really smart and if he wanted to get out of here early, he'd let us score it again because we're 4 points away from a shutout in 5 innings.
Everybody doesn't look like us, Joe. All right, so we'll be back in a few. All right, Joe. And we are back. And this is the top of 3. And Dawson Headley, 8 hitters up to bat. And Charlie just opened him up with a ball outside. So it's 1-0. And we've seen 6 batters in 2 innings. And that's ball 2. So Charlie's been cruising. We've given him some run support today with a 6-0 Maroon Devil lead. And we got a foul ball for a strike. Running the count to 2 balls and a strike. And you just a minute right there. And, you know, again, that's where you, big head, bounce out there and go talk to him. Yeah, go talk to your pitcher there just a minute and give your umpire just a second to get his wits back about him because his ears are still ringing.
Yep.
And that's not any fun.
And he's happy that he had that mask on.
That's exactly right. Either that
or he'd be going to the dentist.
Carrie Powell, get over here now. You got any milk to float these teeth in so we can get back? 2 balls and a strike, number 22. Headley and ball low. 3 balls and a strike. Make him leave her running. Right here, you know, with pitching with a lead, you challenge him. It's 3-1. 3-1. And that's ball 4. Base on balls, Dawson 2. And now we got Carson Taylor. Not our Carson Taylor, but a different one. And Mr. Taylor's up right here, and he's going to try to – we had three Taylors on this team. Carson's number 32, and ours is too. Pretty ironic. Swung through for strike one by Mr. Taylor. I would take a ground ball to short, Joe.
Mm-hmm. Get us a nice little double play going.
Yeah, I like all of those I can get. Those are inning killers, and it's arm savers, too. You know, you don't have to get outs at the plate. So we're at 1 ball and 1 strike, and he swung through it. Make sure that we, you know, Charlie's going to have to come set. There we go. That one was a little bit better. A little bit better. We don't need a balk call. All right, so we're at 2 balls and 2 strikes, and that's 3 strikes. Mr. Taylor is retired swinging for out 1, and that brings up top of the order Evan Hedrick, who was a strikeout victim in the top of 1. And we've got a meeting of the minds on the mound. I don't think this one's going to be very long unless it's a pitch count related thing, and it looks like maybe it is. Yeah. You know, that's one of the things that, you know, that we've done is that they've really done a good job with the High School Athletic Association of taking care of pitchers' arms and giving them a chance to not pitch too deep and hurt themselves. And that's a good thing. But we're getting ready to see a pitch and change, and we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. All right, we're back in. Mr. Griggs is on the bump now, and we just let him off with started off, he's a 0-1 to this batter right here. Mr. Hedrick got a runner on first and 1 out, and Mr. Griggs is on the bump. And, you know, he does a good job up there. Mm-hmm. Charlie did a good job for us. He came through 2 innings with 4 strikeouts, gave up 1 hit and no runs. I'll take all that I can get. Throw him out. Oh, no, airmailed it. Tough break right there. Sailed on him. It sailed on him. That may get Big Head in trouble. I don't know where his dad's at, but he's around here somewhere, and he's going to get talked ugly to over that one. All right, so that one got away from us, and now we don't have a force, but that's okay. Has a bunt attempt, and we're up 1-1 in the count. And actually, it should have been 1-2, and then we had a strikeout right there.
All right.
So great job. I forgot about the attempted bunch.
Yep.
All right, so
2 outs.
That's 2 outs. Runner on second brings up Seth Hooper, who was also a strikeout victim in the first by Charlie Collins. And now let's see what Mr. Griggs can do with him. Little popper back to the mound, and
that should do it.
That'll do it. All right, that retires the side, and we'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, good guys, half of the third, bottom of the third right here. Maroon Devils up, enjoying a 6-0 lead. Cruised on offense and cruised on defense so far. Let's see what Mr. Griggs can do to help his own cause, who came in and pitched in relief. And it was a straight change for Charlie, who was batting right there. Charlie did a great job. And now Griggs takes ball 1. And outside for ball 2.
Pitch in for a strike. But again, this time of the day, over here on the softball field, the right fielder, the second baseman, the first baseman are all going to be looking up into the sun.
Don't you dare.
You thought about it.
Don't you dare. You can see it better, but that's all. You know, 3 balls and a strike to Mr. Griggs.
All right.
All right, base on balls. Base on balls for Mr. Griggs, and that's how you get on score runs, is to get on base. Don't get caught stealing.
Mm-mm.
If it's close, you're in trouble right here now. And that brings up Coop. And if they're gonna be 3 steps behind third base, you know, there's some work to be done over here. Good gracious. It's just a matter of time, Joe.
Yeah, and most of those are going pretty high.
Yeah, it's just
first baseman's having to jump for those.
Time. It's as good as a triple.
Yeah.
You know.
Runner going, ground ball in through the infield for a base hit. Runner is going to be holding at third.
Okay. So that's 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike. I missed it. I got my head turned right there. The Maroon Lady Devils just executed an excellent hit and run on the other field, and I was trying to sneak a peek. to run it back to runners on second and third for the Lady Devils over there, and we're over here working, doing our thing. Maroon Devils rolling over here too. Nobody out. Runner on first. Old Coop up with a 1-1 count.
Ooh.
Get foul. Get foul. Get foul. Well, it didn't make it. All right, and that would be an F3 for out one, and that'll bring up Lawson Woodard, who rounded out to second last time. This may be a good time to get some things going right here, though. I mean, Coach may end up saying this is a good time to do some hit and run if it feels like he can stay around the plate enough to where you can do some things according to count, you know. Boy, we've had a couple of hard balls to handle, too. Whoa. And that was a ball that was up in the strike zone a little bit. Called for strike one. All right. And it's up again. It's going to do it, I'm telling you.
I know.
And if he doesn't, I'll give you the devil his due, so to speak. But
Well,
there ain't but so many lives you got.
yeah, that's gambling with house money there.
That's exactly right. You know, and then again, you know, when you're chasing a 6-run deficit, it's like, I got to get runners off base, you know, too. I mean, I get what he's trying to do, but wow. All right, 1-2 right now to Lawson. Lawson Henry's going to try to make sure we can get the ball and play and do something with it right here. Great big hole on the second base side, and we're whoa, sniper. Catcher kicked himself.
Yeah.
Fell down.
Tripped on the plate or something.
I think he just caught his shin guards.
Oh yeah, the buckles are.
And that's
Yep.
a little embarrassing, but at the same time, you know what? Anybody says that hadn't happened to him, hadn't moved around very much, and that's okay. He's going to take him a second and tie his shoe, looks like, so it may be he stepped on a shoelace. I don't know what happened, but.
And, you know, to be honest, that may have been the best thing to happen to him because
he couldn't throw it away.
He could have thrown it away, and we would have had it on runner on third.
Yeah, and I'm not sure what this is about. Catcher's going over to have a discussion with coach, and it may be blood
broke.
time, to use a wrestling term. I don't know. He may be having to wrap
his
that
elbow.
up just a second on that elbow. And,
Yep.
you know, everybody in this day and age is real cautious about the pathogens, so to speak. Oh, my.
Darn. I thought we were scoring a run over there.
I thought we were, too, on the hit before that because it went right down third baseline, apparently just foul.
But apparently the Lady Devils did score a run, so
yeah,
they're only trailing by 2. So do we want to go ahead and go on break here?
Yeah, I don't know. I hope it's don't. Well, we can.
Yeah, we'll be right back once the catcher gets patched up. Okay, folks, we're back.
All right, got Lawson Henry up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And we got a foul ball straight back to stay alive.
He's protecting that plate.
Yeah, he's beating it around.
So just to recap, everybody, we got a runner on second.
2 outs.
Actually, it shows just 1.
Yeah, it is just 1. I lost my mind. We got 1 out on the F3 Coop, so it's 1 out. I was mistaken. So it's 3-2, 1 out, runner on second base. And
we're just daring that catcher to throw to second.
Yeah, he can't be getting by with that. Oh, ball 4 outside. Right. Ball 4, another base on balls. Now, guys, that kills you.
Yeah, you can't win games if you're walking runners.
It just makes it relatively impossible. Leadoff batter back up, Gabe Lillard. He has flown out twice, once to left and 1 to center, and doesn't strike out a lot. And that's ball high.
There's a well-hit ball right over shortstop. Going to be in for a base hit. That was just a clean single too high, and Maddie had about a 10-foot ladder right there. She might have got it, but that was just a well-hit ball.
And that's a nice shot down the left field side. And we're going to hold him up right there to load the bases. Great. Great job hitting right there.
That's exactly
There
what you
you go.
want from your leadoff
Yeah,
batter.
you can't. That right there. The only thing better has been if I'd have done it. That's what I.
Now, if it had gone to the fence, that would have been maybe.
Yeah, we're not greedy around here. We just. And it's from having done PE all those years at East before I got into administration, a lot of these kids, like Gabe. The first day Gabe ever came to school, he was in kindergarten in my class. You know what I mean? And it was in PE, and watching him grow up. And some of these kids, or a lot of these kids, half of them, I had them every day. And
right
line
to the
jog
glove.
right back. And we got doubled off at third for out 3. But you know what? That's going to happen sometimes. There's nothing to be done right there. Nothing to be done. You know what? We'll be back to see you in a few minutes. That's a hard luck out 3, and we'll be back. All right, back to the game. Clay Davis, 3-hitter for the Eagles, just takes strike 1. Mr. Grigg still in the bump. We'll see what happens. Well, I won't be taking this call from Connecticut, so y'all won't have to listen to it.
How's your car warranty?
Yeah, well, my car warranty probably expired. I don't buy a lot of them. So 0-2. Trying to buy houses cuts back on those cars, in this day and age. Wow. Ooh, well hit ball into left center field, and Coop's tracking it, and we're going back. Oh, Coop tracked it very well, and then wasn't able to reel it in. Tough break.
So
that's tough.
Yep.
That's tough.
That's all right.
The even worse part of it is how you got to score that.
Mm-hmm.
And he had to run, 200 yards to get to it. But, and that's another thing is people act like, well, you can play baseball anywhere. Well, if you're running and your head's having to move because you're having to look up and your head's moving, it makes it that much harder to reel it in. I mean, everybody that's watched Coop all these years knows he's got good body awareness, and that's just, he wasn't able to reel that one in, and it's a tough break, and nobody's more upset about it than he is.
Well,
so
that's a really hard catch to make.
Yeah, it's a long way to go.
Full sprint.
Yeah, absolutely. And
nice.
0-2.
Yeah.
That's what you do right there. Like I say, pitching with a lead. Griggs, pump it, son. Pump it in there.
Challenge him.
That's right.
Maroon Devils with a 6-0 lead. Here in our girls game.
And we got a little fly ball foul over there to the right-hand side. That would hit off one of the lights, looked like, as it careened. Working on a little change-up over there on the girls' side I just watched. 0-2.
One of 3 Styles players on this Hiwassee Dam team.
And they're going to try to move up on that. Gabe, pick it up. All right. Moved up on the throw, but that's kind of what you got to do. That was a strikeout in the dirt, and so we had to throw over there to give that one a shot. So that's out 1 was the strikeout, and we almost caught him going to third, but we didn't. And so we got a runner on third and 1 out with Colton Barong, who is the 5-hitter. 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5-hitter. And the count.
It looks like it's 0-2.
This looks like 0-2, but wasn't that the
No,
first
that
pitch?
was the first. Yeah.
Yeah, it's 0-1.
There it goes. No. Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That looked pretty good.
Wow. 2 balls and a strike. Wow. I don't know about that one.
Or might just be 2 balls.
Kind of makes me want to sit up here and say, all right, guys, I got this. All right, foul ball off catcher's mask. Big hit bouncing out there. 2 balls and a strike to Colton.
We appreciate Josh Gordon manning the camera here this afternoon for this girls softball game.
And Mr. Grigg going to pump him another strike right here.
There
and
it is.
He did. All right. That tells you, what do you do right here? Challenge. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Challenge. Let's just see what you can do with it. Missed up. Full count.
5-0. Hiwassee lead. Runner down at first base. Down there is Olivia McNabb. So hitting now with 2 out. Well, then you don't have to get
Got him. All right, strikeout. Little poke at it. So we got a strikeout for out 2 and brings up Tanner Taylor, who is a right-hander, and we've got a runner on third. We need to strand to maintain this shutout, and we'll see what we can do.
3 seniors for the Eagles.
Strike 1. You know what, Joe? There ain't much more valuable to you than good pitching in baseball. And you can hit it really well and still lose, but if you pitch it real well, you can be in every ball game. And that's one of the things that we've got. We've got 4 kids that can get most people out.
Yeah.
Most people out. And everybody ain't got that. But that's one thing I think that the pitch rules that we were talking about earlier, where they start managing pitch counts and not letting kids pitch too deep,
right,
it puts you in a position where you have to develop pitching. And so you have to have
there it is.
2 or 3, And he got him to chase right there, and that's out 3. And that's 3 strikeouts for Mr. Griggs in this half and 2 in the back half. So that's 5 strikeouts over 2 innings. Guys, you're going to win a lot of ball games like that.
And most importantly, we left one strander on third base.
That's exactly right. If they can't get home, they don't score. So Coop's drop out there, even though he was hustling, didn't hurt us. And that's what good pitching does, and that's what team baseball looks like. So we picked him up. He'll pick us up right here when we get ready to start in on the bottom of the 4th in just a few minutes. Maroon Devil fans, we're back with Carson Taylor leading off the inning. And we took a ball for the first pitch. And let's see what happens right here. Inside. And like I was saying in the top half right there, Carson pitches. We've got oh my goodness, foul ball. Carson pitches too. So I mean, there's our third, and then you got Gabe Lillard, who throws really well too. So you saw 2 good ones today, and we got 2 good ones left. And we're maintaining pitch counts to where allow them to work on short rest, and allow them to be available to you every game. And that's something honestly, that most people just don't have the ability to do. So 2 balls and a strike to Carson. He's going to lead us off right here. Let's see what happens. All right, 2-2. It's just a matter of time, folks, too. If you're looking right now at what's going on, there's the third baseman, if you can see him in the frame right now for the Eagles, is probably 4 steps deep. And he's not going to get Carson on that one. And that's going to be a single. And he's playing deep over here. And right then, he backhanded it and tried to throw him out and couldn't get him. And if we put it down the line right here at third, coming in, he's playing too deep. You're not going to get him then either. They're begging for us to get a bunt base hit over here on this left-hand side. Almost like writing and begging, like saying, please take a free base hit. And they're just not adjusting right now. And we haven't done it yet, but, we haven't had to. It's not been anything we needed to do. But big head swung through 1 for 0-1 count. And that was up. All right, so let's see what happens right here. Looking for Carson to maybe, Carson's going to move up on a pass ball right here and run the count to 2 balls and a strike for 2 balls and a strike for him and his at bat. And Maroon Devils up 6-0, bottom of 4, and let's see what happens. He's going to try to pump the strike zone right here because you don't want to go to 3-1. 2-1's usually a good hitter's pitch. And he got one, and we got a foul ball down the left field line. Too big. I don't know if it stayed in or not. Looks like it may have stayed in the field of play because the left fielder's continuing to get it. I can't really tell from my vantage point. It's right behind the pole. And so the ball's coming back in. We'll see. We'll see if the fence got it or anything like that. Coach check it out, and we'll get moving. But so it's 2-2 now. And this is a little different. This is a good off-speed pitch count. This is a pitcher's count because you're 1 pitch away. And going to move up on pass ball and run the count to full. So we are now runner on third. And nobody out. And a full count.
Sorry about that. I'm back now. I had an emergency over. They're rehearsing for Willy Wonka, which I hope everybody's going to end up going to go see.
Get us a foul ball here. And we're down the left field line and too big over here on the bank. So Carter Big Head Hayes. Still got a little something going on right here. Still full count. And first and third right here with nobody out. That's a great place to be,
Great
too.
place to be.
Great place to be. So, I mean, however, what he got to do to get it, I'd love to have a hit right here, but. And the Maroon Devils score a run over on the softball field.
Well, through pitch and.
Oh, yeah. We'll take whatever we can get right here.
He's like halfway to home base.
There
he goes. He's challenging.
And that was ball 4. And that's the thing we needed. Now we're first and third. And here's the thing. A lot of people come back into third standing up no matter what. And the reason being is if you run at the glove and the ball hits you in the back, it's live. So that dude going to first base ends up or ends up being able to get to third, maybe a ball off your helmet or something like that. You can't never tell what's going to happen. It puts a lot of pressure on defenses, and then sometimes you go in face down the way he did right there just to where to get back. But definitely the catcher knew where he was and what he was doing. And we got us a foul ball for strike 1 from Will Jenkins.
Catcher with again bases loaded. High pop up could be playable, and it's going to be caught at first base for out number 2. So everybody stays, obviously. So Savannah will pop up down to first. Had a double last time. Hannah Schuler batting now. Got a base up balls last time up. If she can do that again, that's going to
The other thing about that situation a minute ago on the throw back to third, with a left-hander up, it's a lot easier for a catcher to throw to third base because you don't have to throw around a batter. And so that's a lot less busy. So you secondaries, maybe have to shorten a little bit with a left-hander up if you're on third base. Base hit.
Nice shot.
Base hit to right. I mean, that's what you want. I mean, that's textbook. And that's a great job. Now that's heads up.
Yep.
And that's heads up.
There you go, second base.
That's heads up. That's a great job by Will Jenkins right there of moving up on a ball that misses the cutoff man. So that's exactly what you want. And a fantastic job. Nothing wrong with that. Good baseball. And an RBI.
Yeah. So now it's 7-0.
Yeah, 7-0. Good guys. And we got runners at second and third. And we're one hit away from being 9-0. And Braden Ruiz is up here with nobody out to see if he can't provide it. Well struck ball down the right field line, but foul. And again, guys, I'm salivating a little bit because this third baseman, there is no way he fields a bunt. I mean, if it wasn't that you're sitting on a 7-0 lead, this is a good time to run a squeeze play. Just see if you can. But usually on a 7-0 lead, you don't do that. But let's see if they get the out right there, and they did. All right, but that's called a sacrifice in the scorebook. So that's a sack for out 1, but he gets an RBI, and that will score. Carter Hayes, base runner, and Will Jenkins will move to third base for Griggs with 1 out. Who takes strike 1? And I don't want that one. I get it. Pumping the strike zone a little bit right now. But, 9 or 10-0 at the end of the 4th and making them have to score in the top to stay in the ball game. That's what you want. Right here is where you challenge. So, I mean, we're sitting at an 8-0 lead right here. We're in a great place, obviously enough. Captain Obvious makes his appearance. Oh, swung through that one, so for a 1-2 count right now. Or is that 1-1? No, it's 1-2.
Oh.
All right, tough break right there. Now, let's see if baseball God rears his ugly head. Every time that I've ever had anything to do with anything in baseball, if you strike out for out 2 with a runner on third, you don't score him. And I'm hoping that this time I'm wrong, because Coop's going to prove me wrong. I'm going to get this. He's going to get that monkey off his back. And we're going to knock this ball around right here and see what we can do. And takes ball 1 up. And right now for Coop, you just want to hand it down to the next man. 2 outs, you put it on the next man. Ball outside. Ball up. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah. Yeah. You just hope that you're around when lightning strikes.
It's like, oh, man, it's just a matter of time.
Oh.
And that's ball 4 to Coop. And he's at first. We got runners at first and third. And 2 outs. And we got the 9-hole hitter up, Mr. Lawson Woodard. And I can promise you one thing. I'm running. I'm running at first, and you can throw that if you want to. You better run you a cut play. You better do something, because you're going to get to watch me steal second. And they're going to throw at him, and we're still standing here at third. Oh.
Wait, are you kidding me?
That wasn't even close. Not even close. He's 0 for 3 today.
He does understand that he has to touch the player with the ball.
With the ball. And not when he pops up off the bag and into the slide. It wasn't even close. That's insanity. Wow.
He must want to play full 7 innings.
You know what, bud? There's a pretty good game going on out here. I hate he's missing it. You know? Lord. Can't call it 2. All right. We'll see you in a few. All right. And we've got a sub in for the Eagles, and I don't have his name, but he's number 31. And he's going to be in here in the bottom of the 5th when we're going to show him up. And he is taking strike 1.
So Taylor's hitting back-to-back here for the Eagles with 2 out, 1-0.
Strike 2. Hey,
Right.
that's what you do. Get up there and pump the strike zone. You're up 8-0.
Yeah.
I've never seen anybody hit an 8-run shot. You know, you get up there and challenge them.
Dare him to hit it.
That's it. Pump that strike zone. And if he does, he does. But that one right there, if we're being greedy, is probably probably an E5. But that would have been that's a tougher play moving to your glove side than people want to give it credit for. But
For the play here, Kiara Taylor has a pretty good day with a base hit. 1 walk on the day, so she's been on at least a couple of times this afternoon.
all right, so now that brings up the 8-hole hitter, Mr. Dawson Headley, number 22.
You know, dust in the air, of course, dust from the fields. Yellow bells are blooming. Some things are starting to throw off some dust. If you have
And we had an attempted bunt from Dawson Headley for strike 1. And I think they were supposed to be running, maybe a bunt and run, something like that right there. And we've got our, I don't know what they call it now, but we used to call it the 3 call when your third baseman charges on bunt defense. Strike 2.
Nice.
And I don't blame you. Now, he's still doing the right thing. You know, you get ground balls right here in this situation. You pump the strike zone. You get double plays. You keep people out of scoring position, and you challenge. Strike 3. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Yes, for out 1. And he froze him up right there. Maybe a little bit of something off speed, but it's too close to take. Too close to take when it's 8-0. And they're returning fire, trying to hit us over here now. We've been trying to hit balls over in that field all day. Now they're going to say, we're tired of that. All right, so they're going to sub out number 32, and they're going to bring up another man to bat right here. And I'm not – Mr. Carson Taylor is going to be subbed out. Not sure of the number right here, but I think he's just trying to get his kids to see some game time swings.
27.
And I don't blame him.
lined up by Hannah, off speed, missing for a ball. center field fan section calling for a strike. They didn't like that call.
All right, so it's not Carson Taylor, it's number 27. I'm sorry I don't have his name, but we've got a strikeout victim last time up, and we got one out, runner on first, and a swung strike one. Uh-oh. And she's just taking on to second. Looks like a little action over there in the bullpen, Joe. Looks like we might have a pitching change right here for the bottom of the fifth, where the Maroon Devils need to score 2 so we can put this one in the books and call it good.
Mm-hmm.
2 balls and a strike. It's number 27 here. Looks like a young kid. Coach is trying to get him maybe a little bit more of a lead where he can do some stuff, but he just wants to give his kids a chance to play, and I don't blame him.
Mm-hmm.
They practice every day too. See what we can do with it. So it's 2-2, 1 out, runner on first, looking for a ground ball we can do something with right here, maybe get us double play and get out of this mess. Returning fire and we got a 3-2 count.
So opportunity for payoff pitch here.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Nice.
Strike 3, froze him up.
Yeah.
For out 2, which brings up top of the order Evan Hedrick, unless they sub. And Evan has struck out 2 times so far today. He is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And that's not the stat line he wants. So he's going to get a chance to see if he can change that with Mr. Griggs. And he didn't like that curveball for 1-0 right there, and it kind of froze him up. His foot was down, his foot was up. You notice that, a little hokey pokey action, so he's caught off guard.
There's a high foul, and it's going to be no play. It's out of play.
Strike 2.
We're talking about the consolidation.
Strike 2, 0-2.
It's going to be interesting to see how all that plays out if they do go through with that.
And might run him here. I would. Or not. And we had a strikeout and a throw out on a ball in the dirt right there, and that is going to retire the side. So the top of the fifth, or the bottom of the fifth coming. The Maroon Devils get 2 right here, and
it's over.
We're shaking hands. 2 runs and a handshake's what we're after. So we'll see what we get when we get back. Maroon Devil fans back for the bottom of 5, and Lawson Henry hustling, but got thrown out on a 6-3 put out for out 1. So that's 6-3 put out, and that's out 1. And the Maroon Devils are 2 runs away from shaking hands right here. Brings up top of the order Gabe Lillard. Let's see what he does. New pitcher on the bump. Looks like the kid that was playing left field a few minutes ago, and Gabe Lillard takes one
in the
right
back
between the shoulder blades. That's the old chicken wings. And you couldn't rub it if you wanted to.
No.
They always say don't rub it. You can't rub that, and even if you want to, you can't reach it. So that's just so he's a hit by pitch, and he's on first base. And you got to be careful right here. Do you run him or do you not run him? Well, we're going to, because there's going to be no throw on that one, because it was but if there's a throw and it's anywhere, if he's, he'd have to make a turn and get tagged, and not get called safe. I believe.
Well, he's going to have to make it all the way to third.
Yeah, we need to
have a
there can't be a play there, because if there is, you're out.
You're out.
I wonder if anybody's told him that it's 10 after 5, and that it pays the same. I wonder if anybody's told him.
Yeah.
Nobody there. And that's two hit batsmen in a row.
Wow.
Runners on first and second. And that's all right. That one was taken in a better spot. That one wasn't as bad as the other one. That was the short ribs. That's not as bad as that chicken wing our men to go. That's rough.
Now, if this was professional baseball,
yeah,
the benches might have been cleared by now.
Yeah, it's like, are you serious, Clark? All right, so Carson Taylor up. Ball high. And That catcher wants to throw behind somebody so bad he
does.
can taste it. But this would be the time that baseball god may rear his ugly head if he try it, you know. Whoa. That better have been a good bender, you know. Usually when you dive into the left-handed batter's box to catch one, you won't get that call. Must have been a bunch.
We're in the baseball game next door again at 8-0 Maroon Devil lead. As they are batting at the bottom of the fifth inning, if they can score 2, this game is over. And Maroon Devils have a runner at first and second, so the tying runs are on. And the winning run.
And we got to say all-speed pitch in the dirt and run the count 2 balls and a strike.
Oh, and they tried to throw it to second.
He tried to throw to second, and then he tried to do a sweep tag and almost threw it out of his glove. I don't know, guys. Somebody's living right. All right, that makes it strike 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carson. I'd like to see Carson get into one right here. Last time he hit the ball, he's hit the ball hard 2 times.
Oh, it must have been 3 balls. So now it's full.
Well, I
loaded
must have
bases.
missed one.
Yeah, I think
I don't know
did
how I
too.
did, but I'll take it. If he's going to give it up, I just take it.
Bases loaded, 1 out.
Bases loaded, 1 out. Carter Hayes is up, and base hit by Carter. I'm pretty sure on a base hit that
Could end the
Cam's
game.
going to score, should score, should win the game for us right here. You know,
You know, I would just love a grand slam just because.
just exclamation point.
Yeah.
Almost. I'm telling you,
It's a good thing third baseman has got a.
little hops.
Yeah.
I am absolutely amazed. All right, we got a 1-1 count to Carter, Big Head Hayes. Let's see what he can do right here.
All right, stepping back in, 2 out, 5-2. Hiwassee Dam lead, bottom of the 5th.
Didn't like that one, a little bit too far up, so 2 balls and a strike.
Pitch in, missing for a ball.
I'd love to see one thrown down the left field line, just because. And with a left-hander up, I'm not sure he's going to be able to refrain the whole time.
There's a pop down to first base, and that's going to leave another run.
3 balls and a strike.
Our Lady Devils. So we have played 5.
And that's it. Run, 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 run,
Oh,
run,
wow.
run, 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 run. All right.
1 more and.
One more. We are a pitch away, people. Carter Hayes with the base on balls. And now we got the bases are loaded again for Will. Bottom of the order in guy. Here's the one that he hits the ball whenever you need runs. And I'm thinking, there's not anybody I'd really rather have up right here.
Mm-hmm.
He's been doing that for us all year, and he's hit the ball well today. And I don't know if he's going to get anything to hit, but that's 2 balls and a strike, and I trust him to get us a run across right here.
Wow, he may walk this one. Then.
Yeah, and if he does, it's unfortunate. This ain't the way you want it to go. Not for that kid on the bump. You want him to get up there and be able to throw strikes and be
There
able
it
to
is.
compete, and that's ball 4,
it.
and that'll be your ball game. Tough break for the kid. I hate that for him, but we can't swing at stuff we don't have to do anything to do with. So, are we gonna keep playing?
I
would have thought that
They
10
should call it being the bottom of the 5th. Oh, I think he's.
Is he privy? Have we got it going now? So what are we doing? Huh.
Ball game.
Yeah,
there
ball
he goes.
game. There it is. I was beginning to
I was
wonder.
just wondering if maybe their coach wanted to finish it out, or
Yeah, I didn't know what the story was, and you know, really and truly on our side, if all we're going to do is hit, we don't care, but we're not going to pitch anymore because that's pitch count when it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? So you're not going to do that. And the Maroon Devils, hey, this is the way you want to do it. I hadn't totaled up the hits or anything, but we've took advantage of opportunities on the base pass, got some timely hits, and did a good job at the plate in working counts and getting some bases on balls. I mean, we got walked quite a bit, but that shows plate discipline. We weren't chasing garbage. So Maroon Devils, good guys winning this one 10-0 in 5, and we had the bases loaded when we did it. So we were on the verge of maybe being able to score, 10, 15, 20 runs, depending on what timely hits, and congrats.
Yeah, and it seems like, this team is really gelled, and they're playing to their strengths, and great pitching, like you said.
Yeah.
And everything falls in place when you have great pitching.
Great pitching, good catcher. So you've got good defense starting in the middle, and that's where you build it. And they've done a good job.
Yeah.
And we've got kids that have been in a position to make plays, and now we're starting to make them. Where some of the early season stuff that we were struggling with, we're not struggling with anymore defensively, and we've been able to make plays and we put this bunch away again and today, and so then Friday we got to go to Hiwassee Dam, which is always where you want to spend a Friday evening.
Right.
But so they're going to Hiwassee Dam on Friday to finish up this week, and anytime you can get out of any game with any opponent in 5 innings, that's always a good one. So, Joe?
Yep, it's been fun.
Yeah, had a big time.
All right, we'll catch you all next time. I think the next time we're home, though, is almost 3 weeks from now.
Really?
Yeah, it's a good long haul, which
I
is
thought
fortunate.
I thought it was home and away through conference all the way through this. Did they switch this up?
I don't have the calendar right in front of me, but
Yeah.
my understanding is we are not home this coming week, next week. And
it's probably spring break.
And then we got spring break. Exactly.
Yeah, spring
so
break catch us.
We'll be back after spring break with baseball and softball.
All right. Awesome.
All right, everybody, have a great evening, and we will catch you next time.
See you.